Fitness is not that hard. It's a necessity. It's not an option. It's not an aesthetic. It's not for external validation. It's for internal validation to tell you that you are strong, you are healthy, you can breathe right, you can walk up the stairs. You need this diet, you need that diet, you need to wake up every day at a certain time, you need to you need to eat like this, you need to count your calories, you need like, it's annoying. As somebody who literally just works out, like, do you see my muscles? Like, this is just like, sorry, genetics. But secondly, since I do have good genetics, I still care about my health, and that is why I'm about to lay it down for you on why you need to care about your health. And it's genuinely like not that hard. Eating this banana because I know it's good for me. Let me eat this banana. Yeah, I'm supposed to be following like the YouTube algorithm. I am not upholding my part. I did all this research just to start the video like this. Like, come on. I, Laur Talks Beauty, am here to tell you that they are making fitness harder than it should be. You don't need motivation. We're gonna get into the fact that you don't need motivation. You need the facts of thoughts and how to think to prioritize fitness, because fitness is not fitness is not something that's aesthetic. It's literally a life necessity. Okay, yeah, we're basically going to get into the nitty freaking gritty. If you are my previous viewer, just know that the Laur update will be at the end. They've been lying to you. They have been lying to you. I am an African child. I know they're lying to you. This is my story on fitness. So, some African parents, instead of whipping your ass, I can't even sugarcoat. Instead of beating your ass, they'll make you pump tires. Should I demonstrate? Should I demonstrate for the parties? Here it is. Basically squatting, it's called pumping tires in African terminology. They'll either make you pump tire, they'll make you hold a pin, they will make you hold books in a squat, like, you know. And little old Pisces ass me, when I was younger doing these exercises, you'd think that somebody was gonna be like a kid would be like, I am never doing this in my life again, I hate this is terrible. Little old me was like, this is where I know that they are not gonna break me. This punishment is not gonna break me, because my family was crazy. We had to do these exercises for mad long, and I was just like, I might break a sweat, but I won't plead. So my mind, that's where I really learned mind over matter, where it was like, my mind is gonna tell me I'm gonna keep freaking going. Oh, like Will Smith said, I will pass out on the treadmill before you outwork me. When I was doing these workouts, that was what my mind was thinking. I was like, you are not going to make me beg for anything. Oh my God. I think now that I'm saying it, this is just where my mindset really started going to even people. I mean, after the fact of begging them to say it. But after that, yeah, like, you will just, I will not beg you. Basically, I was an athlete at heart because my punishments relied within athleticism, squats, pumping tire, all that stuff. That was athleticism. And so I naturally have really strong legs and stuff. And I got in trouble a lot, guys, or didn't. I mean, sometimes rightfully I was punished, and sometimes unrightfully. You know how parents are, you know. But sometimes I did get in trouble a lot, rightfully and unrightfully. So I found myself doing these exercises a lot because, I mean, you can only whip a child so much, and you can also only make a child pump tires so much, right? But the pumping tire was worse because it was just longer and more physically exhausting. So I would just do this, and that is where I found peace after a while. I know it sounds like, bitch, are you fucking trauma bonding with your punishments? But it's not that. It's after those exercises, I just found peace within like massaging my body. That's how I learned about muscles and tendons and really like massaging. I would be in my room massaging, stretching, all that stuff. I really found peace. And like, even outside of that, I just always looked to fitness when I didn't have a phone, because I was a bad child. I didn't have a phone to just, scroll. So instead of doing that, I would do core workouts. I would do stretching. I would learn how to be flexible. I would remember these workouts when I didn't have access to technology. I would just remember all these things that I searched up on YouTube about fitness and strength training and stuff like that, because I think I was an athlete at heart always. I found love within fitness, and I was like really mentally low when I was younger. As I've said in my other videos, I was just really, really low. That's why I teach self-discovery and self-improvement and self-discipline and gratitude. And I found that mind and body connection is when I worked out or when I did my core, I was happy. I was just be happier in a sense. I would be happier. I would be more like energetic a little bit, but it gave me peace. So I didn't really see the endorphin changes until I was older, and I realized like what was happening. But when I was younger, it just gave me peace. Like it made me say like to myself, I have control of my body and I can do this. And I did it for like 30 seconds or 45 seconds, or you know what I mean? So yeah, that was kind of my story on fitness. After that, I moved with my grandma. I was a cross athlete. I was doing cheer and track at the same time, and track also really integrated like dieting and all that stuff into my brain, and just really showed me that I do have a lot of mind over matter, because I was trained by one of the best coaches in New Jersey, Coach Curtis. It's like anybody in Jersey knows Coach Curtis, and New York. Yeah, the best coach ever. He's just strict and educated and very, 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 very good fitness person. I wish he had his own academy, to be honest, because he genuinely teaches track. He's a track coach, but he genuinely teaches the methods, the mechanics, the intensity, and that's where it just grew for me even more. And actually, before I joined his track team, he saw me doing bleachers. Like, this is how much fitness means to me. I was doing bleachers by myself. I was running miles by myself. I was just doing it because it's health, like, and it's important. And so that's why I say people are lying when they say you need this motivation and that motivation. It is health. Health is important. Like, my great grandmother is still alive. You know why? Because she probably did take care of her health for so long. My grandma is strong. She walks. She could work 2 jobs. She took care of her health. My mom takes care of her health. We eat well in the African community. But I'll get to that in the dieting portion of this video. So stay for more. It's just my natural habitat, and this video is going to teach you how you can make it your natural habitat by thought and literal results. I don't fucking know. Like, okay, let's get into the video more. First of all, think like this. 1, growing up poor personally, you don't know when you can afford healthcare, can't afford healthcare, when a big physical impairment, a mental impairment is going to happen to you. So if you don't have the money for that, what do you need to do after? You need to take care of your health. You need to eat good. You don't need to stuff your face with multiple sugars, multiple foods that aren't good for you, overeating, undereating. You need to stay on top of what you're eating. You need to stay on top of your mental health. You need to stay on top of your body's ability. You need to have control of your body's ability always. Like, that is the mentality you have to take with health. Health isn't something that's aesthetic and you want this body and that body. No, it's having more control than a doctor or your finances when it comes to physical impairment. If you're consistently taking care of your cardio, consistently taking care of your strength, it is inevitable that you will avoid unnecessary health problems. Like, I mean, that's just common sense. That's why you don't recklessly eat, and that's why you make sure to go on a walk, and that's why you make sure to do whatever you want to better your fitness goals. It's not about a body aesthetic. It's not about anything. It's about being in control of breathing correctly, of if you're in danger, run. Like, I commute a lot, always, and sometimes either a man is behind me and I gotta run. Like, I don't know who, quick pause, I don't know who said you need a strong man behind you, because when a strong man behind me, you know what I do? I use my fitness that I've been 1%ing every single day and sprint or walk and like, yeah. So, or if that bus wants to leave me, I literally sprint. Like, I can do these things because every single day I know what I'm working towards in the scenario of I need to catch the bus or I need to do something. You work out for what you need, and you also work out for what you can prevent, which is like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, failure, like, so many health. Like, why are people, like, think like this, why are people so naive to health? Like, do you know what that can do to you? Do you want to be in the hospital bed every other fucking month because you're eating this much? Like, you don't want to be in the hospital bed and have no control of your life. You want to be strong. You want to be like, you know what I mean? Do you know when people are like 80 or 50, there's two types of 50-year-olds. There's one that's 50 and strong and running, exercising and using their brain and accomplishing stuff. And there's another 50-year-old who already seems tired, hair is falling out, no motivation in life, can't do anything themselves, lazy. Do you know the dichotomy between these two individuals? One prioritized fitness probably, while the other just didn't care and was looking for motivation every single day. But one knew that in old age they need strength and brain functionality and efficient body functionality at 50 and up, and one just didn't think about that at all. So I'm telling you guys to fucking think about that, whether you're fucking 30, 50, 12, 1. Like, I need you to think about the fact that in the long run, what happens to you? The power of habit. You have to think about the long run when it comes to health and short term, because in short term, like a year, 2, 5 months, you could be sick, but if leading up to that point, all you did was work out, by the 5th month, that sickness really can't get to you. I'm very healthy. I don't really get sick that often unless, oh yeah, because when I was in college, I was getting sick like this. I mean, it was an environment, things I was doing, but I was working out, and usually when I worked out, when I was sick because I didn't have healthcare, I think I talked about this in another video, I ran. I looked to fitness to make me feel better. I don't have that privilege. Like, let me just go get a checkup because like my temperature's hot. It's like, no, I got the fuck up and ran. Just think about fitness like that. Like, I go more into this in my ebook that I literally just produced, and you can learn all about that. I'll link my website in my description. I just created an entire 35-page ebook because I need you guys to understand that fitness is important. So take advantage of that ebook and really learn from me and what I've been through and all the different types of fitness exercises you can do and how they can help you and how you can translate that into your daily life, all of that. But let's keep going. So yeah, you really need to think about fitness like that. It's more so you fall to the level of how you work. You can do nothing and fall to nothing, which is, if this is nothing for you, you're gonna fall here when time comes. And if this is nothing for you, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall back. The higher you jump, the higher you fall. Nothing you do or the lower you fall, you go beneath that. And the higher you fall, you go to where you actually need. So you have to keep working on fitness all the time. Thirdly, we're gonna talk about my favorite book. They're lying to you about dieting. First of all, I'm an African child. My body has always been strong, healthy, because one, we eat multitudes of vegetables, heavy protein, rice, carbohydrates. That is our staple food in all our soups and dishes and like all of it. It's just vegetables, rice, and protein. We drink a lot of water. We drink a lot of concoctions, teas. We take care of our body. It's almost like just natural holistics. And I read this book, and I realized that Africans in a lot of ethnic countries eat as she kind of says. And it's like, I think people make dieting so complicated. Like, even when I thought like I wanted to diet because I thought I wanted to lose weight, which I would talk about in the next section, I was just like, wait, like, I have to not eat this, not eat this, not eat this, not eat, like, it's like, no. And so Miss Jessie I don't know how to say her last name, and I don't want to mess it up, and I don't want her to mess up my middle name because my middle name is also ethnic. So we're gonna just say Jessie I, and we can spell it INCHAUSPE. E with the, accent mark, but yeah. This book will literally teach you that you can literally eat anything, bitch. In my ebook that I created, I literally give an entire summary. I give all the hacks so you don't have to purchase or read this book. She basically teaches that it's really not what you eat, it's the order in which you eat it. All foods can be bad and all foods can be good, honestly. It's the way you eat it. And the main essential goal of eating is to reduce your glucose spikes. And glucose spikes are basically when you eat wrong and your body creates like spikes in your sugar levels, and which is really bad because it negatively affects you. It drains your energy. You can feel hungrier faster. Your acne can go up. You can reverse the fat burning cycle. So this book is basically for anybody suffering from acne, inflammation, period cramps, need help managing diabetes 1, diabetes 2, or in a scope of getting diabetes. She teaches people who feel like hungry after they already ate, wake up in the middle of the night because they have those spikes in the middle of the night, so they wake up. And if you ever wake up and you just feel dizzy, or you're just like, it's probably because of the way you ate. And so this book teaches it, and I go more in depth of who she is and how she got to where she is. But if you get this book instead of my ebook, she explains this in ABCs. I love when an author explains something in ABCs where you don't have to do more research after the fact, which how my ebook does too. I just like to explain things so there's just no space for miscommunication or misunderstanding, or for you not to fucking implement shit into your life right now as I speak it, as you buy the ebook, as you read my ebook, as you read this book, as you watch this video. I'm giving it all to you. She's a really good teacher. She's a scientist. She has 2 master's degrees. We all are creators and writers and authors and artists because we've been through it. We've experienced it. We've experienced the beauty of experiencing growth. And so I'm channeling my love and knowledge onto you. And yes, and let's talk about what I do personally. I like to do cardio because I like to have control of my heart, because you never know what happens, and I need strength. I need my organs to be running. I like blood flowing. I'm actually being cute on camera right now, but I really want to put my sweater back on, and maybe I should for the end of this video. But yeah, so I walk, I do cardio, I do Pilates, what else do? I do core, I just tried Zumba. I'll post that video on Shorts later, or on my TikTok, Laur Talks Beauty. And yeah, I also want to get into like hot mat Pilates, but Move with Nicole does pretty good. I'll probably unprivate my favorite videos from her on this page. So I do that. And on my ebook cover, you'll see like my body basically now and in college when I was just doing my cardio and my walking and stuff, versus when I was in track and heavy lifting and powerlifting and speed training and stuff like that. But yeah, so honestly, I was just doing I do a lot of running and weightlifting. I don't weightlift as much anymore because I feel like a grown-ass man and I don't like that. But if I was doing that, if I was lifting like a grown-ass man and waking up at this time and not regulating how I'm working out, contributing to me, because I teach self-uniqueness and everybody is different, even twins. I teach that. So I'm teaching you that your fitness journey doesn't need to validate society's views on what a nice body should look like, on what or anything like that, or in that sense, or even with confidence. The only confidence you should be getting out of taking care of your health is that you are a healthy working person, in control of your body, in control of your health. You care about your body. You eat well. You eat your fruits. You eat your vegetables. You drink your milks. You eat your protein. You drink teas. You drink herbals. You like doing that stuff. It should be something that you just know benefits the older version of yourself, one, and the version of you in 5 months. And yeah, so those are the workouts I do. I like to eat If you want to pick my brain a little, I like to eat oatmeal. I like to eat bananas, like I was eating earlier in this video. Nom, nom, nom. I like to eat rice. I like to eat my protein. I do want to become vegetarian when I am financially there. Proteins here and there, because I don't want to pass out. I'm a very cold person, and I get really weak easily, so that is my strength. But I just want to eat it ethically sourced and stuff to like make sure that it is. My friend is actually working on, she's really inspiring. She's working on like finding all of that for her career path, like letting low-income people and low-income societies and stuff like have access to eating ethically sourced things and just doing ethically sourced things. So yeah, I drink my water. I try to I'm cutting down on soda completely right now and junk food. Yeah, that's just how it's just not that hard. I mean, you know. And yeah, we're done with that. And now I can tell you what I've been doing for the people who care, for the people who've been watching me. I have launched a website and I now give calls because I realized that a year ago, 8 months ago, I had posted a video on how to be your authentic self, and then I was supposed to really tune in to my true nature of helping people and loving people and spreading my word of self-knowledge and self-discovery and self-expression and the joys in life when you find that within. And I realized that I just gave up on my dream, and so now it's foot pedal to the metal, whatever you call it. So I launched a website and now I am offering calls. You guys can call me and talk to me. And it can be like an hour, 50 minutes to an hour. We can get into the nitty gritty. You can fill out the intake form on what you're going through, what specific area of your life that you need to direct and recontrol, what you're struggling with in your own self journey or what you can't think of doing. You know, I teach this fitness thing because it's just a mastery that I have. You know, I'm gonna sell like my ebook on it, but I don't know how far I would go into like the fitness thing, but I really do love fitness. I really do love body wellness as much as I do mental wellness. So I'm gonna start putting that out there. I'm gonna start giving the girls that. I also launched a guide to positive thinking. And so that was a project that was actually very abrupt. It was because I was just really extremely tired on my way to actually make this video. I had made it in this outfit, not in this, but like I made it in this little sweater, and I was like on my way to go edit it, and I was like, I'm so tired. Like, it wasn't like I really felt it, but like my body, I told myself that because I talk to myself a lot when I'm walking, and I was like, I'm tired. And I was like, what do I do when I'm tired? I can't stop because pedal to the metal. I can't stop, or whatever the fuck you call that shit, guys. I can't stop because I know if I stop, there's nothing good for me. So what did I do? I just started doing some research, and I've always been saying that I want to do coaching calls and stuff. So I was like, I really, when I first, like last week when I was starting, I was like, I didn't even know what I was starting with. I just started researching, and then I became inspired. And then I was like, okay, let me make my ebook for this video, because since I mastered it, I can teach it in an ebook, and I can write an ebook. And I love writing. If you are staying here this long, like that's something that I just love about myself. I read from a young age. That discipline that I was saying about fitness, like I was also forced to read all the time. So I really love mystery books, self-development books now. I love reading. I love writing. I write every single day. I journal every single day now. I write a lot of poems to myself, a lot of quotes that I've came up with. I just write, read. And so I was like, I can create an ebook about fitness because I'm also a master at fitness. I mastered it myself. I've incorporated it in my life like this. Like I literally went on a 10-minute run this morning just because I needed to. And tonight I'm probably going to go on a 30-minute walk. because I love walking and that's my goal. And yeah, so I was just like, let me make an ebook, and then that turned into making a free ebook, and I was like, let me do that, because I was just like, I need to give them something that is my niche, which is self-discovery and positive thinking and gratitude and self-concept. So please take advantage of that ebook. Like, seriously, like, that ebook is the best. And it's completely free, and it's written by me, and you know, ChatGPT came in clutch with, like, when I was like, my brain was like this, helped me autocorrect. And then I posted that I will be doing coaching calls, and that will start by October 25th or on or so. Still have a couple things to perfect in that, but Calendly will be up. You guys can check out my freaking website. That was not the big, you know, when I recorded the video of 2 analogies that will change your life about emotions, this isn't the surprise. This was literally created within a week of pure focus, pure grit, pure determination, pure love, pure passion. That other project, I have started the habits, but I have not started the project, and I will update you guys when it has started. And so yeah, I just really want to give you guys my knowledge. I just don't think anyone should be struggling in life. Life should never be exhausting, bitch. Like, life should never be exhausting. Life should never be exhausting. If you learn anything from me, learning can never be exhausting. You see me always smiling on this page and always trying to help you guys rewire your brain and things. Like, this page was initially called Rewire and Live for a reason. Rewire your brain to live a more better life. Like, you know what I mean? Now it's called Laur Talks Beauty, because I'm beautiful and I'm teaching you inner beauty. And I teach you outer beauty on my other pages. And yeah, I want some lip brands, because somebody said I ran in a lip gloss. But yeah, so that's lunch. I'm really happy, and I can really tell you guys, I'm so happy. We're only going up from here. And yeah, my time management has done perfect in this last week, because Ruri Ohama, I watched some of her videos to learn a few things about like focus and determination and not consistency, but one thing I really took from her was that you need to study yourself. So I learned something new this week by studying myself, because I was telling you guys on my other page like how I was so I was like falling asleep on camera basically. And that wasn't good, because I was like waking up I was waking up at 7, but like, you know, being really slow, and I'm so used to waking up at 5 a.m. and college killed that shit. And now that I'm back, I literally wake up at 4:50 a.m. I was ready by 7:30 a.m. this morning, and I'm recording this at like 10 a.m. And yeah, so my life very productive. I know the times that my brain optimizes the best, works the best, can focus the longest, and I know when I really get tired and need a nap. And I'm learning a new language, and I'm reading. I have more time to read. I have more time to take care of myself after the morning routine. Have my work time, and then I have my after routine where I can choose to take a nap, I can choose to go on a walk, I can choose to take a shower before bed, I can take my makeup off before bed, because you guys know I said I'm not grown until I take my makeup off before bed. But yeah, so we mastered time management. We launched a website, my own store. That's like my biggest accomplishment. I'm so happy, and please go get that free ebook. Please change your life. Please change your life. Thirdly, I'm just on a roll. I'm just here to help you guys. Please subscribe. Please love me. Please. Love you guys so much. And I told you guys in my update on my community post that we're coming back stronger and harder and lovely. And yeah. And I realized that I have to be an artist for the thumbnail. So we are gonna be artists, and I did it. And yeah, so I am just so happy, and I hope you are too. I hope this video really helped you. I genuinely know that you can do it. You are powerful. You are special. You can do anything you want to do. Fitness is not that hard. It's a necessity. It's not an option. It's not an aesthetic. It's not for external validation. It's for internal validation to tell you that you are strong. You are healthy. You can breathe right. You can walk up the stairs. You won't fall out in the heat. You won't, well, actually, I probably would, but you don't have to. Like, you know what I mean? But you can walk in the heat. You don't have to pass out in the heat. You don't have to be embarrassed about yourself because you're confident within. And also, this is a bonus at the end before I really say goodbye. I wear a lot of baggy clothes now because you know how when wealthy people kind of just don't flaunt their wealth? It's kind of like I don't really flaunt my health anymore because it's like I know I'm healthy. I know I work out every single day. I know, like I'm gonna tell you I worked out, I ran, I did core, I did Pilates, but I don't have to really show it within my clothes, and I feel sexier that way. And I can vary between the two, obviously, because I'm still young and beautiful. I'm still very young. I don't need to completely go into a grown woman era or anything. But yeah, so it's kind of just like being wealthy. It's like being wealthy in health it's so silent yet so powerful and effective to yourself that it just doesn't need to be flaunted to the world. But I will teach the world because yeah, it's not that hard, baby girl. Just when instead of going to the drive-thru, instead of getting in your car, walk 2 miles, bro. Like you seen how walking changed my whole entire body. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone's unique. I love you. Bye. I hate saying bye to y'all. So bye. I mean, see you guys later. See you guys soon. We're recording 3 days this week, posting it, editing it well. Love you.